Hi, welcome to Termite Machine Works, and my name is Keith. And today we're going to continue on the What's in Your Box giveaway. But before we get into that, and I have my lovely wife here, Vanessa, and she's going to help us out. We're going to go ahead and have a short drawing to see who's going to receive the Sheldon Lathe. Now, I've had a couple inquiries all over the board and across the states, and even a couple from across the pond. This lathe here is, you know, it's a beater, all right, and it has a certain dollar value, and I kind of leveled everything off to where I felt that the value of the lathe and what it would cost to come and get it and this and that would validate, you know, it being a fun project, not really costing too much for anybody as far as expense out of their pocket. What I have is I have two nominees, or two people that I feel should be in the drawing. We're just going to have this a drawing of two people, and one is Billy Gonzalez and the other is Samuel Anuda. These two are within the state away, and they both have a place to put the lathe, put it to use. They are both students, and they're my two choices that I want to put in there. Now what we're going to do, you want to roll that up, baby, so we can get them in here. We have two end-mill containers, identical to each other, and I'm going to roll this. What did you fold it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It'll probably come out easier folded than if it expands in there.
Oh yeah, ouch.
Yeah, can you get it out?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, and these two end mill holders are exactly the same. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Termite ball cap to get her done, walk the talk, and you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Vanessa's going to draw the winner for the Sheldon Lathe. The consolation, or the second person, in case the first person cannot pick up the lathe for any reason, they will be eligible to receive the lathe. Who do you have?
Billy Gonzalez.
Billy Gonzalez, congratulations. You are the new owner of a Sheldon Lathe. And I have your number. I'll be giving you a call, and you can feel free to give me a call or email me too as well when when you either see the video or you get my call. All right, guys. Thank you, Vanessa.
Welcome, honey.
And we'll continue on. We have plenty of
boxes. Plenty of boxes.
There's a lot of gifts for the giveaway here, and we also have a couple new projects in there that'll be coming up for future videos, and I'm going to start getting those arranged in here, and we'll start going through those. All right, thank you very much. Okay, I brought a couple boxes up here that I wanted to go through because I know pretty much what we have up here is going to be for the giveaway box, but there's a couple I know that this I know is a job. This I don't know what it is, and then I got a few other things here that I'll drag out after we're done here. But let's go ahead and let's open up the box here. Get ready. Nice old tool smell. I like that. This here is a package from Keith Rucker, and he runs vintage machinery, and he does restorations down south. And he tagged bases with me several months back, probably about the time that I was starting with the mat track job, and we know that was a real long running job. It sat in here for a long time for us to get around to it because of busy season and so on. Anyway, we have a project here, and this is some flat belt machining. He's got a couple of pulleys here, and he had some castings made up, and he wants me to create the crown on the OD surface And so we're going to be doing some setup and using my tracer attachment, and we might even make some of the patterns maybe in the plasma cam to fit in there, and we'll see what's going on. But let's go ahead and quickly open this to actually look at what we got in on this. And remember, this is going to be a job coming up, so this is just going to be a quick view here. One, I want Keith to know that I opened it up and okay. And I'm going to have to go get my screw gun here to unpack, unscrew screws with circles around them, pry lid straight up with screwdriver at indicated points. Please return in this box. Alright, and he's down in Georgia. Alright, so I can pry there, and unscrew there. Alright, I got my rigid. And there's no screw holes here with circles around them, so I've taken, I can see one on the side. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to turn this upside down so I can have just the wood outside here right now. We can flip it back over. But okay. All right. I guess I wasn't smart enough to get the screwdriver at the same time I was getting the screw gun. Pretty cool job there, Keith. Okay, I'm going to read through this. I see some dimensions written down on here. It's got some real nice castings here. And find and close 2 pulley castings that I wish you'd have turned to the correct profile using your tracer attachment on your lathe. Alright, these pulleys are for a JA Advanced Matcher planer that I'm restoring for the Georgia Museum of Agriculture, where I have served as a volunteer for many years. Alright, I'll get into the rest of this when we get into this project, but I wanted to have the heads up that Keith, I'm opening it and kind of sharing. Hey guys, this is going to be a new project, and this will be coming up soon. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and set this down off to the side. Alright, so there's a little preview of something I got, and I wanted to kind of open up the box, and while we're in here, we're opening up boxes. You know, that was pretty interesting. Got me looking into the future there, huh? Terrell French sent 2 boxes here, and Foss, Oregon, or Oklahoma, okay, Oklahoma. Let me see here. Pull tab open here. Send me some tubing and some fittings. Pressure regulator, Thank you, Terrell. Alright, let's see what we got in this one. Okay, he's got some gearing here with some broken teeth, and also a casting with a piece that's broken here. Here's the arm. I've already seen some other brazing going on here, and it looks like this is where that piece was there. This has got to be the mating gear to it. That one looks in pretty good shape. Alright, we're going to see what we can do about fixing you up and repairing this. And there's another job to be looking forward to. Nice little gift package there, Terrell. I feel like I'm getting tired with the work that's coming in already. That's great. Nothing better than to actually have work to be looking forward to. It is a great feeling to always know that you got something to do tomorrow, and building your reputation, your workmanship expectations, and things like that is what helps ensure that. And I hope I pass every bit of that in every lesson or every video that I put out for you guys. I can't emphasize that, you know, I was just talking with my dad today, and by the way, my dad is doing great. He would like me to hang on a little bit longer. He would like to be a little stronger and a little bit more steady before I come out and visit him. That was kind of what he gave me the word today. And but we had a little bit of talk, and some of my punishments when I was growing up, and the stick-to-itiveness that my dad held the little punishments. I mean, you know, like weeding his dichondra lawn, and the quality of the job that I did during my punishment. You know, it was a hard lesson then, but it's grateful today. And your workmanship expectations are what make you as a person. And if you're interested in going in your own bit of work and do your own business out of your, whether it be a full-blown business in a shop, in a garage, it doesn't matter where, just holding to your guns, so to speak, with your workmanship expectations and the quality of that will draw the quality of your customer and your work. All right, here's a couple things that came in the last week, and these are just kind of like gifts to me. And Chris Khalif from Australia, I believe. Australia, yeah. Down there they have these Wonder Wands and clean up magnet. And of course I opened it up and I took a couple pictures and I put it in on my Facebook there. But you're actually able to put this right down into the bed of the lathe there, and also even along the mats on the floor and things like that. And when you pull this back, you're releasing the magnetic draw on there, and your chips fall in. It's handy. It has a purpose in the shop there. So I thank you very much, Chris, for the gift here, and of course the mailing and the cost there. You know, it's kind of, you know, we're going to be mailing off this box here, and you know, you got to be ready for the cost of the mailing of this and everything else, and that's kind of why I've got the line of clothing here, my hats, the new items, the sweatshirt, hoodies, and the crew necks behind me. Work shirts are a good hit there. I got a little something new, which is the wicking material for sports enthusiasts there, just to stay out of the sun. I don't have these up yet. I just bought a handful of them. I wanted to try them out myself. The sweatshirts are 8-ounce material in the sizes that I do have. If I have to go up to a little bit larger sizes, and maybe just a little bit thinner materials, just because of the stock or the change of the manufacturer. But if you are interested, before Thanksgiving, I can order up larger sizes for the gentleman there. The What's in Your Box t-shirts, I have some XXX and 4X in stock right now, limited to what's in inventory, but I can order some more before Thanksgiving as well. It's going to be kind of the deadline to get your orders in to have them in time for Christmas, all right? And the hats, this is spruce, black, navy, burgundy, hunter, and royal. Just so when you go onto my website and you're looking at the colors for the hats there, you'll know what should be you're ordering there. The next item I got here that I opened up here, and of course when something comes from Amazon, I don't have a clue sometimes, so I open it up, and of course when I open it up, Kano says, "Hi Keith, love the videos. I saw the Come Chevy video, and it sounds like you're low on space." Of course everybody knows that I lost the footage at the end. I mean, I have in the past lost on the old computer, lost things because of misplacing them on the computer and the hard drive and everything else. But since I've had the 1 TB and everything else, you know, actually when I first got 1 TB, you know, you go, I'm set for life right now. Well, that's when I started doing video, and it's like, you know, raw footage takes an enormous amount. I accidentally was cramming the Come Chevy job in with the Mat Track job. So I was taking the memory cards and I was running them in the camera back and forth in here, and then of course I was doing a million other things, and I accidentally erased the memory card and then wrote over the top of it, and that's where I actually lost it. But anyway, Ken send me expansion, and it will seriously come in handy. I run the externals now, and now that I have this will be my third one here set up, I need to actually start creating a little stronger support field of storage, and much appreciative, and I appreciate that very much. Here I got James Burke. He sent me a nice box of rags, and everybody can use rags, and it's even my color. This is from the United Kingdom, and shipped to me. Turn Right Machine Works. Main stores. Rothamster Research, I believe is how you pronounce that. Let's see what we got. Paul Compton, 48 Shakespeare Road. Hello Keith, I've been watching your videos for a while now, and you were kind enough to comment on one of mine. I've learned a few new, or at least different ways to do things from you. I think the Toolbox giveaway is an idea well worth supporting. So I'm sending you a few bits that turned up in a recent move at work. Add them to the box or use them in your shop as you see fit. The digital calipers I picked up at a model engineering show. Carry them over to the lathe before opening the box. I'm also sending you a memory stick containing a video of my 15 minutes of fame. It was a real get her done. Are you aware of organizations like Remap in the UK? He sends me the link. There's something some of your viewers might really like to get involved with. Kind regards, Paul Compton. Thank you very much, Paul. Let's see. Okay, memory stick. That's got to have the 15 minutes of fame. We'll be watching that. All right, and I picked up in the mall. Carry them over to the lathe before opening the box. I don't know what that is about, but I'll have to do that, I guess. There's a couple little mini hacksaws. Nice little packing job here. There's some real small ones. These 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 all the way up to 0 there. And bottoming on one side and tapered on the other side, and some nuts there. Little tiny tab handle in here. Set number 50, range 0 to 10. Fairlop, Essex, England. Very nice. All right, I gotta get my blue tape. I wasn't ready yet for them, but I'm going to go ahead and get those marked up, Paul. I thank you very much. You said walk over to the lathe with these first. I found my tape here to mark Paul's items here, and of course I had to go in there and walk over to the lathe to open this. I don't know why, but you know, you follow instructions. But the main thing is when I picked them up, okay, actually I went over there, and of course I walk over there, and then your first instinct is to pick up your calipers like you have. Okay, so every pair of calipers I have is a right-handed pair of calipers. Okay, this is a left-handed pair of calipers. I don't have a pair of left-handed calipers there. That's pretty unusual there, Paul. I would have never thought. I just have never seen them before, and or thought that they even made them. That's pretty neat. All right. Right now I'm just going to mark your name on these items right now, and I can't wait to watch your 15 minutes of fame here. And I'll decide if I want to hang on to those for the shop there, and I can see why. They are interesting. Thank you very much, Paul. That was great. Matthew Rose and MD, Maryland, I believe. Eldersburg. This is a project that's been waiting. I can open this up and I can see this now, and this is a giant rock ratchet. Enclosed are a ratchet head, snap-on, and a square drive adapter. This ratchet head is missing one of its plate attachment screws and is manufactured. No longer offers replacements. Please let me know what can be done to repair or manufacture a fastener here. And Matthew, and yeah, this has been sitting here for a long time. This is a giant ratchet assembly here, and he was missing one of the screws right here, and he needs to have a new one made up for it. So this will be going into our job pile there, snap-on. That is one heavy-duty ratchet there. Alright, Matthew, at least you got to see me open it up, and we will be paying attention to it, and we'll see what we can do. Make you a new screw, get it all together, and get it back to you. Okay, this next gift actually arrived to me from overseas, but this actually comes from somebody here in the States. And this is a combination of Lyle Peterson and LFE representing his courses on how to run the lathe. And I will take a couple close-up shots to do the card justice. And of course, the whole thing was, and the bummer was, is that the outrageous costs to have cards like this made up, and for the occasion here, it wasn't feasible. But and also too, you know, this is great. I'm really floored that Lyle Peterson, Mr. Pete, and Zev also have come forward and offering the How to Run Lathe course to each of the nominees. And I'll give you a close-up of this card, and I am told that I will have an email code that I'll be able to give you, and each and every nominee will receive a free video, Pete's Lyle Peterson's video course on how to run a lathe, and all the information's really on here. And it was a really nice looking card, and you know, it's a shame I only got a handful of them here. It to me, more than anything else, is you always like to hang on or touch something. You know, it's everything nowadays is going to push the button, and you know, you get it over the computer and stuff like that. Anyway, Lyle, I really appreciate that, and Zev, the effort that you went through to make this happen also. Appreciate that. All right, we're going to put that over to the side. All right, this next thing, I opened this up a long time ago, and until I actually got all the boxes out and came over, I kind of forgot about it, so I actually had to open it up and pre-look at it. And one of these was sent for me, and the other one is going to the box, and this is from Tom Flynn. And this is a center finding rule, and the center finding rule, and of course I'll give you a close-up on each one of these as it is, and these contributions to the box giveaway will be added to what's already in for the on my webpage there. And my webpage you can go to, and you can see the guidelines that have been put out for this giveaway, and also the nominees and the contributions to that as well. All right, and we'll go ahead and we'll mark this on here, Tom, and we will add this to the box. Actually, I'm going to put this on the back. Somewhere my 1-inch tape disappeared. All right, and they threw in their shipment and everything else. They shipped me a Micro Mark magazine, and we'll take a look at that. And I'll go ahead and now that I have opened this up and actually have this here with a box, I'll go ahead and I'll throw this one in my box there, and I'll start checking it out. And it is pretty neat. What it is, they give you a 0 in the center of the scale, and then 1, 2, 3, everything progresses out there. That's pretty neat. All right, Greg Halligan, what's in your box giveaway? I believe Greg was nominated for the giveaway also as a recipient of the Toolbox. First off, thanks for taking the time out of your schedule to put together all those great videos. Also, thank you for going above and beyond what anybody would ever expect in putting this Toolbox giveaway together. I have been nominated for the box giveaway by a viewer of my channel, Halligan142, aka Halligan's Workshop, which I think is simply amazing. I've always wanted to do machining and was going to take it as a permanent shop in Volk High School I went to, but was talked out of it by a machinist that had fallen on hard times. I picked it up much later and couldn't be happier. Watching videos like yours, Mr. Pete's, others got me interested in the trade again. Anyways, I recently went through and organized all my lathe tooling and found I had some doubles of things I would not need or use. Unfortunately, I can't spare anything really big like measuring tools, but what I do have, I hope will help someone out who is just starting like me. First is an M2T drill chuck. It's old and a little worn, but has served me well. A new MT2 and MT3 dead center, a machining calculator for carbide inserts, and last but not least, South Bend Popular How to Run a Lathe, one of the most useful information books for a beginner with everything from tool bit sharpening to threading formulas. Thanks again for all your hard work and trying to pass on some of your knowledge. Your YouTube apprentice, Greg. Thank you very much, Greg. (1942) edition, How to Run a Lathe, South Bend Lathe Works. And there's your Kennametal insert calculator gauge. Nice dead center there. Jacob's chuck. Alrighty, we'll get your name on there, Greg. Thank you very much. Okay, Elkton MD and 301 Airport Road. He sent it from W.L. Gore Associates is where his work is, and Dear Mr. Fenner, here's my small contribution to the cause. I am making a donation on your webpage as well for you to use where needed. I hope your father's doing well as yourself, and life is good in general. Haven't been able to keep up to your videos lately, but appreciate them greatly. One of the things I find most rewarding in this trade is the repair work, you know, making chicken soup from chicken scratch. I admire your work and true grit that you have, passing down the skills as you do, so important to preserving this great trade. I am a journeyman machinist myself, as well as an instructor and mentor to apprentice. I do all I can to never stop learning and growing as a machinist, and people like yourself are a huge help in that quest. Thank you. Mike Shaw, journeyman machinist. Alright, and then here is his contributions. Machinist apron, my favorite, from 7 Mile Creek. Safety glasses, tap drill cards, miscellaneous tools, tool bag, tape measure, work gloves, Sharpie markers for the Sharpie contest. Awesome. You know, I have an apron, and actually used to make aprons. Used to buy the jean material and actually had my own pattern, and you know, I don't wear an apron most of the time. Yeah, I'm going from machine work to welding and this and that, and I mean, it could be just one excuse, but you know, my heavy duty pants and my work shirts and those choices that I have actually kind of carry all of that, but you know, this is great. They're all pretty close to the same design. You want scale pockets and everything else that's in here, and they usually flap a little bit so that they're not so rigid to your stomach or belt, because sometimes you slunch down a little bit or squat, all right, and that's why they're a little bit flexible there. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that hangs out any more than, you know, my beard does, but nice apron, made in the U.S. It's got a little tag on it. Nice denim material. Nice gloves. Sure grip adjustable wrench. Starrett tools and rules. 5/8. Tape measure. Westward ratchet. Three-inch drive crank, a little different. I've never seen one like that. It has an adjustable handle on it. Pretty neat. Nice Phillips screwdriver. Nice pair of I love little flat nose pliers like this. Are great for, like, if you're parting off something and you have that ring left on there, and this really does let you break that loose. Here is the string for your apron, and another 5/8 socket ratchet there, and another one here that pivots. There's the strap for the bag, and a 5/8 socket. And I'm trying to think of what the combination of all 5/8, but I might be be missing something there. And another pair of flat nose pliers with cutters. Very nice bag, nice pouches and pockets in it. Excellent. And the safety glasses, and they're in the plastic here as well. Now make sure that they are off to the outside edge there. That's awesome, Mike. Thank you very much. This is gonna fit in that box, huh? I was really wondering what was in that big box, the way it felt. It was kind of, you know, I can let a package sit on the floor for a long time and not open it. It drives some of the people in the family kind of crazy because some people just can't stand something sitting there. But I know that there's no need to open it up until I'm ready to actually create a video here and bring it all together. And so I think I got a little bit of the willpower to actually let something sit there a little bit. I know what it's for. It's for the purpose of this giveaway, and I don't need to know it any sooner than you need to know it. All right, let's go for the next item here. This one here says Toolbox right on it, and Travis Crawford sent this in, and it does have a little hole in it here, but it did make it here pretty good, I guess. We can probably just finish ripping it open here. I hope there wasn't too much. Alrighty. And I think I already know that this is a tube of Prussian blue. Dykem High Spot Blue. I like Dykem a lot better than I do Permatex product there. That is very nice to have. And see what's in this. This is a little heavier here. I don't. This is a Crichton boring head, Model 2. That's an oldie, huh? Square jobber. Looks in real good shape. Homemade tool on the end of it there. 25 thousandths on the little dial there. Alright. Thank you very much. That's really cool there, Travis. Alright, we'll get your name on there, and I'm going to move the trash off of here. Okay, we're getting down to the last four or so. Now this one here I opened already. Care of what's in your box. This is from James Kilroy, and this is an actual tool that he made, and he does a video on it. And dear Mr. Fenner, enclosed you will find one arbor for angular cutters to contribute to what's in your box giveaway. I only wish that I can contribute more. It is a great thing that you're doing, and this is made obvious by the preparation your projects have received. Respect is earned, and you have earned mine and that of many others. I wish you and yours the best, and look forward to your videos and what's in your box too. Alright, and he put in a drawing that he created on here. He also has a video online, and he actually shows this in the process of being made. And that's cool. He's got it in a bag with all kinds of oil. Thanks, James. I'm going to I'll pull it apart and give it a picture to do it justice here when I get all this laid out after we go through the video here. I just get a little bit of oil on my hands here right now. But that's good. I'm glad that it's not rusting out. All right? Excellent. And I did enjoy your video on this as well. Got me thinking, a while back, one of my first mailing gifts that were sent to me was an angular cutter. And actually these two squares are 90 degrees from each other. So these two sets are 90 degrees from each other. And when I first picked it up and looking through the oil bag there, it looked like they were a little bit less than that. But regardless, this is even the same diameter that takes. The adapter lets you have a straight shank, and it lets you adapt and hold an angular cutter with a good amount of strength and accuracy. And the way he built this holder is really nice. This here was sent to me from Israel, and I'm going to go ahead and add this to your angular project here, because I think it's cool, but it's also right there. It gives you a starting option to have something to put in there and run that as well. So James, I appreciate, you made it by yourself. That we have a couple items in here that are shop made, and they are some of the greatest things to add to the box. Somebody else's skill and passing on the talent, but the uniqueness of the item that you're giving. So I think it's great. All right, let's see here. What's in your box giveaway? D Masters from LA Pine, Oregon. I believe that's Lapine, Oregon. Keith, here's a hardy little tool for your giveaway box. Let's see if you know what it is before you open envelope. Envelope has the info for it. Home shop built tools are nice and are one of my favorite projects to do. There is a bit of craftsmanship past with it, and each tool is a bit different and unique in its own way. This tool will be used for long after I'm gone, and that's a good feeling knowing it's passed on to someone who will hopefully use it for years to come. I think what you are doing with the giveaway box and bringing in a student into the wonderful trade is impressive. Knowledge not passed is knowledge wasted. Keep up the outstanding videos. Even a seasoned machinist, I'm sure, will find something of interest and knowledge for them. Dave. Alright, Dave, and this is actually the envelope that tells what it is. And well, you got me. I'm going to have to read. A finger plate. Every machinist, gunsmith, clockmaker, and model engineer should have one. Well, that's a problem. This is my version of what used to be common item in machinist toolboxes. Each was made accordingly to its owner's own ideas. What it is, a finger plate, is a flat vise handy on the bench, a surface plate, the milling machine, and drill press. It is heavy enough to help sit still while you drill a hole in a job. If the hole is be of any but a small size, if the hole be of any but a small size, you know as well as I to clamp the job, or here the finger plate against rotation stood on its edge. It will also serve as a rule stand to hold steel rules vertical, used in conjunction with surface gauges and surface plate. Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't have known it to be called a finger plate, but also too I see that this would, you know, I was thinking that maybe toe clamping in on here if you had to, and I saw the hole pass through here. A couple screw adjustments right here, evidently to put that arm in different positions. Got a nice photograph of it here. Very cool. Definitely a nice addition to the toolbox. That's excellent, Dave. I like to be stumped. Alright, and we'll be sure to get real nice close shots of this, and also I'll go ahead and I'll take a scan of this right here to add with this in the photo page there of the box, the stuff in the box. Excellent. And I probably should, when this gets ready to go, whoever it is, maybe lightly oil it up, so it doesn't. I got the wood stove going now, so it's not humid in here, but you know, I don't want it to get humid before it ends up going out next month. Okay, last one. No, I got two more here. John Dugan, Portland, Oregon. All right. It doesn't really say whether it's a toolbox giveaway or not. Keith, a customer of mine, is the owner of the company nastyclamps.com that makes the included clamp. He was a photographer that made a few of these for himself and had friends keep asking him to make them, and eventually started a small company selling them. After watching your videos, I thought you might find one of these clamps useful to position your cameras around the shop in places that might not be able to fit a tripod, etc. I was fortunate enough to get some training in machining in an introductory course in college. It was a 40-hour course taught by an experienced machinist for a class of 3 students covering basics, hand tools, manual lathe, and manual mill operations. I realized that is a rare opportunity these days, and I think the great videos that you provide help to fill that void. I also included a small decimal and tap chart for my grandfather's old toolbox. For a time in the 50s, I believe he was a QC inspector for Fenner's air conditioner manufacturer in Frederick, MD. You're welcome to include that in the What's in Your Box contest if you like. Best regards, John Dugan. It is nice to have the little cards and charts, and sure, I'm going to throw this in there. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see what your clamp is. Alright, we're in trouble now, guys. Excellent. This is actually, you know, the the creators of the lock ball system there is coming out with all kinds of neat things. Really amazing what you can do with them. And they are excellent for tripod mounts and stuff. Just as this Joby here, and some of the Come Chevy video, I was really getting into using that on my videos, and you know, that's great. But there's a lot of times where, you know, you just need to, you know, clip it. And nastyclamps.com. Cool. Alright, I'm going to be looking forward to putting this to use there. And thanks for the blue rag. I'll put a little tag on your chart here. Thank you very much, John. All right, our last container here I'm saving from Tom Lipton, Ox Tool and Engineering. He's out there in California, and he says, no knife. And he wrote that in Sharpie, and he knows I read Sharpie. He also knows I like to play with my knife. All right, Tom, no knife. Alright, email this on Monday, October 28th. Hi Keith, just finished another video this evening, sitting at the computer waiting for the video editor to convert the files. I wanted to drop you a note and let you know how much I appreciate what you're doing for the trade. Thousands of people all over the world are watching and learning real skills from guys like you and yourself. I know firsthand what it takes to shoot, edit, upload video content to the web. Sometimes I really just want to get the job done and not talk about it. I'm sure you have days like that. Please don't stop, as you are helping simulate the trade in a very powerful way. Until I started watching you use your K&T mill, I never really thought about how versatile and useful these machines are. I did some research about company history and decided to have some shirts made up. I don't tell anybody, but the parent and trademark office lists the logos printed on the shirts as abandoned, so don't worry about them knocking on your door. I hope you enjoy the shirt as much as you like milling machine. The shirt can't make you a buck, but we also don't really want to watch you machining a welding strip to the waist. Anyway, enough of this mushy crap and prattle. If there's anything I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. Drop me a note sometime if you feel like it. Kind regards, Tom Lipton. Thank you very much, Tom. You know what? It's kind of my color. Ready and Trekker, Milwaukee. Thank you very much. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to bring a closing to this. The nominations are closed at this time. Everybody that I have listed up there now, I added some new names today. Okay, just a quickie rundown on the nominees that I put into the computer today on my website on their page. Stephen Schmidt, I've added him. Jonathan Willis was another nomination. Matt Cook. Josh Grachan, Stephen Jackson. And Amy Argello nominates her son Ty. All right, so I've added in there, so I've cleared out and I've finalized all the nominees. Now, I will, in the next few days, you get me some information there. I had a couple problems with a couple of the way you send in your photos and your literature, and sometimes you combine them together. Anyway, pictures don't want to stick all the time. I had a couple problems on there, but I personally email you back. Or if you see something kind of funky on my site there, send me an email and I'll jump on it and I'll see what we can do about fixing it. But I can only copy and paste material that you're supplying me. So if you're failing to get it to me to where it goes up there, because you can see I'm able to just about put anything up there by looking at the nominees and what's in their windows already. And sometimes just a simple attachments and an email literature is the way to go. All right, so we got nominations are closed, and what we're doing, we're looking for a worthy person of the box. That's what this all started with. Over a year ago, not over a year ago, a little less than a year ago, because it wasn't. We started with Toolbox. Show and tell, going through Lalore's toolboxes that were dropped off here shortly after we were working on the American crane job. And so we're all going through and we're picking the bones, and then that kind of, like, you know, made me realize how many tools I actually have around here. And what a better way to draw a little interest on the youth and new beginners into the trade by offering an incentive, a gift, you know, and to a worthy person that's going to jump into the machinist trade, this and that. If we were all mechanics and I was doing a video mechanic, it would be mechanics tools, automotive wrenches and all that kind of thing. The same if I was a painter and, you know, we were doing the same thing, it'd be painting utensils and pallets and easels and, you know, pinstripers and airbrushes and all that. So each trade has really got their own box. So, you know, this just happens to be a machinist tool chest box, and we're looking for a worthy machinist. And it doesn't mean that he has to be a jobber, and it doesn't mean that he has to be conventional for the rest of his life. It means that he's interested in the machining trade as a whole. And all of us really in the trade really believe that somebody should have the basics and hands-on skills to be good at even pushing the buttons and doing the CNC and stuff like that. I just recently, just with the plasma cam and stuff like that, actually been into where I, you know, can do CAD configurations on the keyboards and in the programs, and, you know, and playing with it a little bit, and it's a lot of fun. But because of my skills and my knowledge in general, by laying everything out by hand and the machinist skills that I have, makes that much better. You know, I know that worthiness is in different people's minds in a lot of different ways. This is where the judging comes in, okay? And this is not a contest. And this is not a challenge of skills. It's a sign of worthiness. And the judging, I'm asking for volunteers. You know, everybody that has contributed to this box has just stepped up to the plate and said, here you go, throw this in there. I'm asking you to go ahead and throw me one more thing there. Now everybody's going, who's going to be judging this? And how is the judging going to be doing? And also too, some people say, you know, and I get a lot of emails where, you know, we're looking for worthy persons to receive the box, and that's what the whole giveaway is. And some people perceive worthy, there's a lot of different ways to perceive that worthiness, but that's why I asked for help, and this is volunteer as well. I mean, I can continue on. At first, I was just going to go ahead and put a box together and you know, have a popularity contest. I guess you'd probably the best way to put it on the internet there with likes, and then everybody's going, hey, you know, you know, people can scam that. No, what we did is we kind of, as we went with this thing, because it was about a year ago that we were going through Lalore's Toolbox, and that's where the box actually came from, and some of the tools. And actually, I got a few tools that I'm going to be adding to this as well. I haven't really sat down and gone through a lot of things, and I want to fill up the voids of what actually should be in this box right here. And it's not a lot of big bulky things that needs to be put in there. It's the little things that all of these little drawers were really made up for, and that's what the machinist toolbox is about. And of course, there's a lot of glory in some of the gifts here that some of the participants have donated. This is strictly a volunteering judging, and I will give a list of everybody that's contributed to this box in one way or another. There are a couple that have been just cash donations. We have one representative from Australia that if the box mails outside the United States, he agreed to help with the shipping outside. Of course, if it's within the United States, you know, I'm handling that part as well. I'm also open for personal input that maybe there should be another box and kind of divvy up or split up, because we do have some likes of tools here, and create two boxes to give away. That's another, you know, we can still have some feedback. We got the rest of this month here, and probably the first week or so of December that we're going to finalize everything. Every nominee in there could probably be worthy in one way or another, and we're not doubting that avenue of worthiness. But all of us that have put into this box here, we want to think that the box worthiness, or the person's worthiness of the box, is going to be closer to the trade, taking it on, and the projection that we think that person might have for the rest of his life. Okay, we're getting down to the judging of who's going to be in the final pool. The reason why we're doing this is the nominees have been nominated by somebody personal that feels that they're worthy of the box, and then, you know, they've submitted to me kind of an outline, photos, information about them, where their skills are going, or where they think they're going, or their schooling, the just really of each of that person as the nominee. Everybody that jumped onto the bandwagon of me just putting some tools in the tool chest and say, you know, and looking for a worthy nominee, and our path for this whole giveaway really has changed from day one, because my simple mind thought that we just put it up there and we go for how many likes it is and whatever. What we're doing is, you know, eliminating all the scamming. Okay, this is a giveaway. This is not a competition, not a contest. It is to find somebody that's worthy. Okay, so what I want is everybody that has contributed to this box, and I'm going to stream a rolling list of all the contributors to this box. I'm asking you as the contributors to go ahead and email me at yougotmybox@gmail.com and give me your name, and list your 10 choices, not in any order because it doesn't matter. I'm going to graph out your 10 choices each, and I'm going to graph out my 10 choices, And we're going to create a cross grid that's actually going to take the 30-something nominees that we have right now and create a pool of 10 people. And that 10 people will be put into, I don't know if I have, we won't do it as simple as Vanessa drawing out of the hat like we did the lathe giveaway between two people. We'll have something else, but it's going to be similar. And I'm going to have Vanessa come out here and draw the winner out of the pool. And that way, it is a combined effort. And this is volunteer. I'm not asking you to, but I do have to say, if you send in me an email with your 10 choices there, give me a shirt size and I'll send you a free shirt. All right, make sure I have your address. I have some addresses, but I don't have every single address here because I spaced it out on some things and I just, I'm sorry, I did. And no excuses, you know, I'm not going to rubber stamp it. All right. So anyway, that's going to be the judging on here. The deadline on the judging is going to be December 2nd. That'll give us about 20 days, as long as I get this video out tomorrow. That should be long enough to go ahead and create the final pool, and then I will probably within the first week, I will announce it here in a little bit. And I'm also going to be probably creating another video just to tag bases as we're going along on this here before the end of the month there, and before we start the judging. And then I'm going to have a video where I announce the final contenders, and I might also put it on my website as a posting. And what I really like is there's been a lot of members sign in to my website, and you can sign in there as well. Sign in, you're a personal friend, you have some other bit of information that you think makes this person or that person more worthy, and you've got some respectable information to go ahead and add to his page, log on and create a comment, because I'm going through and each contributor in here that's going to participate in the judging with me is going to be looking for additional comments if there is any. We're going to be reading about this person and going through, and we're going to be picking out what we think the worthy person is going to be for the giveaway. So you as a viewer can log in to my website and you can leave a comment for a particular person there. And that would be much appreciative as well. All right, and don't forget, new line of sweatshirts on here coming up. I may be having the wicking materials in the shirt, and of course all the shirts on the back side have got the Turn Right logo on the silk screen, except for the work shirts. Get her done over the pocket, long sleeves and short sleeves, made by Dickies. Very nice, wearable. This shirt right here I've been wearing for, I don't know, 6 months, and it's been washed quite a few times. All right, still good quality, holding up. The sweatshirts are 9 ounce. Got them in the crew cut as well, and we have both my avatar and the pointing finger. We got plenty of What's in Your Box t-shirts. I also added XXX and 4X in sizes for you big guys. Limited stock, but if I run out here shortly, I'll be putting in one more order to make it before Christmas. So if I was a little too short on the amounts, inventory is set what it is in the on the PayPal there, and The difference is I have the inventory of this, and I actually buy these local, so I don't have somebody just making this up on the internet. Okay, I personally pick out the garment. Earlier I had to take it off because I was actually getting a little too warm. But the hoodie, I had one on and I was outside and I was very comfortable today, and we're like 30, 36, 37 degrees or so today. It was real nice. And plenty of hats in stock right now. All right. So I'm going to let some names roll on the screen. These are going to be the judges that I'm inviting to help me do the judging on the worthiness of the nominees. All right? Get her done.
Yeah. Oh, I should have stayed.